Hey guys, I thought I'd show you what we're dealing with over here. So last night about 9 o'clock, my wife and I we were in the bed. We weren't asleep. We had lights were still on. We were just in there resting, and phone rang. It was my in-laws. Said, hey, there's a severe thunderstorm headed y'all's way. You may want to check out the radar. So I jumped up and got on the computer and looked at the radar, and sure enough, I could hear it rumbling outside, but pretty nasty weather coming. I went to the front door and started watching it come in, and it got pretty rough. Probably about 10 minutes into the storm, wind really got up hard. In fact, I could hear the wind whistling through the house like I've never heard it before. It was scary sounding. I don't think it was a tornado because there's just not enough of that kind of damage around, but there was some really high winds. Like I said, I could hear it just whistling as the wind was blowing through the house. I met my wife around the corner. We both got in the bathroom together up underneath the stairway in the hallway. The kids weren't here. Both of them were gone at the time at a friend's house. But anyway, when I came back out and looked out the window, the lightning was flashing, and I could see that in my front yard, the landscape had changed. I'll tell you what, let me just turn the camera around. I'll show it to you. So in our front yard, we had this huge oak tree. It was about 200 years old, my estimation. Trunk on it, it's probably, I don't know, anywhere between 4 and 6 feet in diameter. But it just snapped off. Trunk just snapped off. You can see it picked up the whole top and moved it over, I don't know, probably 10, 15 feet, and laid the whole top on the ground. I'm kind of really sick about this. This tree was a magnificent, beautiful old oak tree, southern red oak, out here in the front yard. You know, you pulled in the neighborhood and you could just see this big tree standing down here. And now what I got's a big mess. But it's not going to be fun to deal with. So do a little walk around here. You can kind of see the scope out. I'm kind of worried about trying to get out here and do this. The whole trunk up there is kind of up in the air. I mean, that's a good 20 feet up in the air. You got all the weight of that trunk. It's propped up on some pieces. Like this one limb right here on the bottom is kind of the main thing holding it all up. And I'm really worried about getting here and starting to nibble away on this thing. That thing's falling. Probably going to have to get in here with a bucket truck and work my way from the top down. So I don't know. The problem was, I don't know how well you can see this, but the tree was hollow on the inside. I don't know if you can see up in there or not, but the tree was hollow on the inside. Didn't know that for a fact. I kind of suspected it because there was this previous wound over here on the side. You can see where it's kind of scabbed over. So I kind of figured it may not have been a solid tree, but a big chunk of it was not in the middle, and evidently when that wind hit it last night, it was all it could handle. So anyway, we got a lot of work ahead of us. I know I posted some stuff on Facebook, and some people have been asking about salvaging lumber out of it. Don't know how practical that's going to be with the hollow and the main trunk over there. You know, about the only thing you could potentially get would be some limbs out of it. I don't know, we'll see when we start getting it sawed up. I don't know. It's just, for sure it's gonna be a lot of firewood. I'm probably gonna talk to the people at the museum. They're always looking for oak for firewood out there. They have a lot of wood stoves and fireplaces in the historic village they try to keep during the winter time, and I probably got a year's supply of firewood right here. That is a mess. Fortunately, the house is fine. No damage to the house, no damage to the shop. I came out here last night as soon as the storm kind of passed over and kind of assessed the damage to the buildings, and like I said, there was none. There are a couple other smaller trees down on the property. Most of them were dead, that were in danger of falling anyway. A lot of limbs and pine cones and whatever like that from all the wind we had, but a lot of work ahead, like I keep saying. Anyway, I thought I'd give you an update, show you what's going on at the Rucker house. fun stuff ahead. This is going to cut into my shop time out here trying to get this mess cleaned up. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.